Everybody to Curious Comedy, streaming live on the Laugh Lounge app. Make some noise for Showdown. And for players tonight, we got Stacey Hallal. And what a treat, we got Kristen Schier tonight. And make some noise for Tyler Quinn. And certain to make you laugh, Nate Smith. And Hanna Leigh. And Jessica Zodrow. And please make even more noise for the hosts of the evening. We got McCarthy.
Over this side now. On the balcony. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Curious Comedy Showdown. How you doing tonight? A round of applause who has been here before for Curious Comedy Showdown. Saw a smattering there. Who is here, though, for their very first time tonight? Oh, my God. Amazing. Well, welcome. Those of you who haven't been here before, you're in for a hell of a treat. What's going to happen? I'm about to bring on the Curious Comedy players, a collection of the finest improvisers in all of Portland. Nay, these United States of America are going to be entertaining you all night long. How does that sound, everyone? Yes. So first half's going to be a format called kind of short form, like you'd see in Whose Lines It Anyway. That'll be games scored by you all. There'll be a first half champion. Then second half will be a format called Director's Cut, where we create some films in front of your very eyes. Now you might be wondering, how are we as mere audience members going to be scoring this incredible improv happening in front of us? Well, what's going to happen is after each game, I'm going to throw to you all to clap between 1 and 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, of what you feel like that game deserved. So, to get you warmed up a little bit, I'm going to have you judge my hosting so far. So, be tough but fair. How many of y'all think my hosting's been a 1? Oh, you get out of here right now! No refund! All right. But be honest. That, a 2. I got my eye on this side. All right. A 3? All right, room for improvement. Middle, yeah. 4. All right, solid 4. What about a 5? All right. Everybody that claps gets free whiskey shots all night long. I'm not allowed to do that. I'm sorry about that. I know, but they're very reasonably priced at the bar. But anyway, thank you. I want to introduce a couple other great improvisers we got tonight. Up in the booth, we got Anthony up in the booth, everyone! Also, we are being live streamed across the world right now, thanks to Laugh Lounge. So give it up for Luke up in the booth! And we're going to be hearing them all night long, tickling those keys. We got Kyle Stebbins! Light up. Yeah. All right, but are you ready to meet your heroes for the evening, everyone? Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, then make some more noise for the Curious Comedy players! All right. These are the Curious Comedy players, vying for your affections all night long. So, I'm going to have them right now introduce themselves, and of course we had a big week coming this week. Everyone hear about snowpocalypse happening? We're going to be buried by 2 inches of snow, so we're going to have the players introduce themselves and say something that they're doing to prepare for the snow.
Okay, I'm Hanna Leigh, and I'm going to do my laundry. Get it.
Hello everyone, my name is Kristen, and I think I'm going to stockpile a bunch of Popeye's spicy chicken sandwiches.
Wait, quick. Kristen, I had my first one yesterday, so that's +2 for Kristen.
Whoa! It's a great sandwich! Amazing.
Sorry, Jessica.
That's okay. Hi, I'm Jessica, and last time there was a snowpocalypse, I watched all of Game of Thrones. Yeah. I'm gonna do it again. Jon Snow. That's all I'm saying.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm gonna work from home. I'm also gonna work on a bunch of crafts.
I am Stacey, and I'm gonna prepare for the snowpocalypse by flying to Miami on Tuesday.
Okay.
get you.
Hey everyone, I'm Nate Smith, and to prepare for the snowpocalypse, whatever, I'm going to cover my driveway, my street in salt, but not like road salt, but just like table salt. Takes a while.
It's not gonna work, Nate.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Plus 1 point for Nate. Yay! All right.
How is that better than going to Miami? I don't know.
So, you've got to know the players a little bit. You've picked your favorites already, so I'm going to get them warmed up a little bit right now with a game for everyone. Not only are these great improvisers here, they're great musical improvisers as well. So with the help of Kyle Stebbins on keys right now, first game here is going to be a game called Tag Team Song. What's going to happen is that trying to hurt him. Somebody will be singing a song with the microphone.
We're fine.
So, trying to explain the game to everyone, players. Somebody will be singing a song, and at any point, anyone can tag that player out, and they'll need to continue the song as if one person is singing continuously one song.
I love you guys. Good night, everybody.
Take away the point I gave to Nate.
Only right.
So,
Oh man,
you're almost
so
all
sorry.
losing your microphone privileges all right. So, to get them a suggestion, what's something you don't normally hear a song about?
Thanksgiving.
That's, I'm going to go with Skittles. Skittles.
Yes.
It's, of course, not a branded thing, but Skittles song right now. We're going to hear that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your eyes are a rainbow of fruit flavor. Your toes are like the rainbow of not a good flavor.
All of your body's like a rainbow to me. You are the rainbow and I'm the me, and I wanna slide down you and your rainbow body.
Your earlobes are so nice and chewy, and your knees are so soft and gooey. I want to lick them. How many licks does it take to get to the end of the rainbow? Baby, being with you is like tasting the rainbow.
I wanna slide down your body, slide down your body tonight.
I wanna do it until I grow old, and then when I get there, oh, don't you know I'm tasting the rainbow. And then I'll find your pot of gold. I'll chase your leprechaun. We'll get so down. It'll be a double rainbow. A double rainbow. Oh my God, it's a double rainbow. Oh, hour by hour, you'll be the sweet one. I'll
Be the sour.
I'll be the cherry.
I'll be the lemon.
I'll be
of their commercials.
I'm gonna award it 1 point back to Stacey for her double rainbow there. And Nate, I'm taking away another point. I like the green apple.
All right, I understand that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Nate used to live on Skittles and Mountain Dew,
That's
so it's
true.
a big deal
Yeah.
that he
Half my diet gone.
Yeah. That's where -1 more point today. All right. First up here, first scored game is going to be a game called Switcho, Change-O, Rearrange-O for Nate, Kristen, Hannah, and Jessica. All right, so for this game, two people will be doing a scene. And at any point, I can say Switcho. And those players will have to change characters in the scene. Or I can say Change-O, and the two players in the back will need to take over that scene. Or I can throw a curveball and say Rearrange-O, and they'll need to find some crazy new combination as the scene continues. All right, more literate than this. Hannah, would you give a suggestion for the scene?
Sure. What is a location that could fit on this stage, like a post office or a library? A comic book store? Comic book store. Thank you.
All right, we are going to see Switcho, Change-O, Rearrange-O comic book store in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is it. This is the one. It's a super spit girl number 64. This is the most rare super spit girl.
Oh my God, Charlie, are you sure?
Am I sure?
Switcho.
Am I sure?
Switcho.
Yes, I'm sure. I spent all of 6th grade researching this. Thomas, this is our big chance.
Change-O.
Our chance for what?
First of all, having this issue of Super Spit Girl means I can absolutely run for president.
Switcho.
And I want you to be my campaign manager.
I want to be your campaign manager too, but I have a little sister to take care of. What are you talking about? I don't know, I really...
Switcho. Switcho.
I mean, it's totally reasonable.
Change-O.
I mean, I'm the oldest child, so I have to take care of my younger sister.
Listen up, Thomas.
Yeah?
If you're going to be a part of this campaign, I need you to commit right now. You can bring your sister along. I have very progressive policies about family in the workplace.
Charles, I would be most honored.
Change-O. Oh, Change-O.
Oh. Get over there.
I think that would be really cool if my little sister could be part of this.
You know what? I'm gonna make
I'm gonna make your sister my vice president.
Well, what the fuck have I been doing here?
C's a figurehead, okay? I need you with all of the numbers. You're very good at spreadsheets.
Figurehead? You're talking, that's a whole other thing. I thought this was democratically elected.
Switcho.
And you know what? I thought the vice president was also democratically elected.
Well, don't be so upset. This is the greatest issue of
Super Spit Girl.
That's it. Not afraid to get political on stage. So, it is your all turn right now. How many of y'all thought that game was a 1? A 2? A 3? A 4? A 5? A 4? A 4 right there. Yay. is a game of love letters for Tyler and Stacey. All right, so for this game, Tyler and Stacey are lovers who have been separated by something, and they'll be writing letters back and forth to each other. So what will happen is that they'll be sort of writing letters to each other, and at various points they'll need your help to say what's next in the letter. So it could be something, what they'll do is they'll put their kind of fist to their head and for a suggestion from you all. Now it could be something that really simple, like today for breakfast I had Pop-Tarts. There you go, perfect. Or it could be something more complicated, like my father always used to tell me. You can be a little bit louder, yeah.
Did you say fart? That's what your father used to tell you?
Yeah.
Honey, that's something I have to tell you. Fart. Okay, great.
You can't keep things in all the time. Nice. All right, so to get a suggestion for them here, what is something that would separate two lovers, like war or something like that? One is stuck in a ditch. Yeah. All right. One is stuck in a ditch. They'll figure out who it is. We are going to see love letters here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pamela, I don't know if this is gonna reach you because I don't know where you are. Honey, I've tried everything. Where are you? I've tried soup. I've tried pooping. Nothing has worked, Pam. You said you were going out to get sprinklers, which makes sense because we have such a lawn. But then you never came back, babe. Do you even have your phone? Very concerned, Richard. Boop.
Richard, I am wasted. I went to go get the sprinklers, but then I ran into Dawn. Do you remember my friend Dawn? She and I used to always strip together. But then she got a real job and left me to strip all by myself. I was walking back from the bar and I fell in a ditch. My phone only has one bar, so the communication's intermittent. I don't know where I am. I don't know what bar I went to. I don't know. I don't know where the dog is. I don't know anything. Where's the dog? Love, Pam, Blue.
Yeah, I remember Dawn. Dawn stole our car and then my identity. Pam, I do not feel good about this. Babe, please come home. The kids need voodoo donuts. Voodoo donuts. And they need their mom. And they need you to stop stripping. Could you please, while you have one bar left,
Play solitaire for 2 hours.
play solitaire for 2 hours? You know how that sobers you up. Play solitaire on your phone, which is a BlackBerry or an HTC Thunderbolt. And then drop me a pin. Still concerned, Richard.
Richard, you know my BlackBerry doesn't have solitaire on it. It was for business purposes. That guy gave it to me as a tip that one time. And I can't drop a pin either. I don't even know what that means. And you have to stop blaming Dawn for stealing your identity. She did what she needed to do to get a better life. And maybe if you got a better job, I wouldn't have to strip for our family. You have a job doing unicorns, which we both know is code for furry convention planning. I know it's your passion, but it doesn't pay well. Honey, I'm just gonna yell real loud. Come find me. Follow my voice and your heart if you love me. You'll be able to feel where I am. I burped. Love, Pam. Lou?
Okay. I'm gonna pretend you didn't talk shit about my job. Because we both give each other room to pursue our passions, okay? And yeah, I hear something. I'm pretty sure you're right behind the house. So I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna get you. And then I'm gonna put on my furry suit, and you're gonna strip for me. And hopefully the kids will have some normalcy. Because this is normal. It's 2020. I love you, babe. Keep yelling. Richard, or Big Unicorn 364.
Hey!
Truly a modern-day fairy tale right there, yes. All right. Now, how many of y'all thought that love letters was a 1? A 2? A 3? A 4? A 5? Almost unanimous right there. What's that? A 6?
Thank you. Yay!
All right, next up, we got a game for everyone right now. It is a game called Objection. All right, so, as I mentioned before, not only are these great improvisers, not only are they great musical improvisers, they are great attorneys as well. Yep. So what's going to happen? They're going to be arguing the sort of next best of subject, like best movie, best song, or something. So someone will be arguing their point, and someone from the back can yell, "Objection!" and they'll give their objection. Now, if I agree with it, I will ding the bell, and they'll take the place of the person. Or if I disagree, I will honk the horn, and the person will keep making their point. This will go on for a couple minutes, and whoever's on stage at the end of that time will get bonus points.
Whoa.
I know, stakes are high. So, can we get a suggestion of like a best of subject?
Dictionary.
Was that?
Dictionary.
Best I'm gonna go with dictionary. I'm gonna just go best word. Best word in the dictionary. Needs to be a word in the dictionary. All right. So we're going to see objection. Best word in the dictionary. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The best and only word that should be in the dictionary is love. Because love conquers all. Love is the answer. Love will make the...
Some people love differently than other people.
That's still love, though.
Objection! If love is the only word, then what are the words that you're using now? It's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. I think the best word in the dictionary is on the front of the dictionary, and it's Merriam-Webster.
Objection! That's 2 words.
Oh, good word.
The best word in the dictionary is schmoopsie. It is a
Objection! There's no way that's in the dictionary.
Greg, it's got to be in there.
No.
It just sounds
Look
like
it up. Look it up.
the word in the dictionary is peace. That is the best word. Because some people, well, they might love, but some people might love through fighting. And what is better than loving dramatically or operatically is loving peacefully and spreading peace throughout the world.
Objection! What better way to spread peace than to lean to your loved one and gently call them schmoopsie?
Stop driving.
Objection! So I'm the bad guy here, gonna shoot down peace.
What is that? You need to have a point first. Right.
We just finished the holidays.
Objection! It feels Smells to me like Stacey's pandering.
Oh, all right.
If you say Merriam-Webster and you put a hyphen in the middle, it's one word. And what's
Objection!
fun of-
They're names. Not,
That's a good another point. Yeah.
Thank you. I think the best word in the dictionary is bombastic because it means a word that is like big and unnecessarily.
Objection, he's not sure of the
He doesn't know. 30 seconds to go.
The best word in the dictionary is the word is. This is a philosophical angle. I'm talking Martin Heidegger, Dasein, the big
Objection!
big.
Kristen's making people feel dumb. I used to think that Merriam-Webster was the name of one old lady. I didn't realize it was two people.
Merriam-Webster is the worst dictionary there is.
Oh, all right. Hot take. I'll take it.
Wow, this from the
There
peace
have
woman,
been,
huh?
that's right, because there have been dictionary wars between creators of dictionaries on who's
Okay, objection! You're just still talking about dictionaries. You're not talking about peace.
Oh, all right. 5 seconds.
Okay, so schmoopsy, right? Like, I mean,
Objection! Schmoopsy is not a word in the dictionary.
I'm telling you,
As we come back to the best and only word we need, which is love.
Don't say it.
Objections!
schmoopsy.
I want to go again.
That's not an objection.
Jessica, you get 2 points. Love is All right. Next up here, Nita, we have a game of Shoulda Said for Nate, Kristen, and Hannah. All right, so for this game, the three of them will be doing a scene. However, at any point, Nita, I can say shoulda said, and they'll have to come up with something different. And I'll keep saying shoulda said until Nita, they come with something sort of different and fun, at which point I will ding the bell, and they'll continue the scene Nita, with that word. So Nate, would you like to get a suggestion for the scene?
Sure. Can I get just give me one word, any word at all? Albatross. Albatross.
All right, we're going to see shoulda said albatross in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The plane is ready, Captain.
Thank you, Jenkins. Thank you very much. I will conduct a quick survey, and then
Shoulda said.
I will kiss you on the forehead, and then we will take
Shoulda
off.
said.
I will shake your hand respectfully.
Shoulda said.
Great! So good! Yeah! Let's fly!
Captain, I want to be happy for you, but the fact that the plane is ready means you're going away. And I'm going to miss you, Captain. Well, I have a little sister to take care of. I always enjoyed our fireside chat.
Shoulda said.
The plane is, I fixed it and I didn't do a good job. So please be careful. I'm not sure it's airworthy.
I don't care! I just love flying! Let's go! You should come with me!
What?
Don't stay here!
Really?
Come on! Yeah!
Captain!
Shoulda said.
Hey, mister.
Shoulda said.
I want you.
Never mind! Jenkins, you're staying!
All right, Captain.
Shoulda said.
Howdy.
Shoulda said.
I feel lonely.
Shoulda said.
I'm gonna go drink.
Shoulda said.
I got a cigarette.
Shoulda said.
Here's the keys. To the plane.
I know what keys are! Maybe these are the keys to the plane.
Should have made a noise. Should have noised.
Gotta find your captainship so sexy. I know you said that
Are you sure that's not a bird?
So what if it's a bird?
Hey, it's all
Should have said.
I'm gonna fall into a hole.
Should have said.
Well, nice knowing you, Cap.
Should have said.
Here's another set of keys.
Now we got 2 keys. Hey, little birdie. Hey, little birdie.
I know you said you were only staying one night, but you must stay forever. Be my lover, Captain. Be my lover. Don't ever leave.
All right, Jenkins, really, go fall in that hole over there now.
Should have said.
All right, this bird thing's actually getting a little too creepy.
Should have said.
What did you think? What did you think I was doing? Of course I'm gonna be your lover.
Should have said.
Polly, want a cracker?
All right, a look at our military here. All right.
Oh, that what we were.
All right, so that game I should have said, was that a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? Give him a 5 right there. All right, next up here is a game of inner song-along for Stacey, Jessica, and Tyler. All right, so with this game, the 3 of them will be doing a scene. However, at any point, I can say that inner song-along and say someone's name, and they'll have to sing a song of what's going on in their inner monologue at the time. With the help, of course, of Kyle Stebbins on keys. All right, so Jessica, would you give a suggestion for the scene?
Yes. What is a location that would fit on this stage? What did you say back there? Oh. A newsstand. Thank you. Newsstand.
All right, we're going to see inner song-along newsstand in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey, how are ya?
I'm good.
You want your usual?
Yeah, thanks, Tony, thanks.
You know, I never understood why you get 2 copies of the New York Times. Why does anyone need 2 papers?
One I leave on my husband's grave.
Whoa.
Yeah, you heard that right. Every day I buy an expensive copy of the New York Times and I leave it on my husband's grave.
Didn't you guys share the paper when he was alive? Could you read it, then leave it? I don't know. Maybe give him, like, each day yesterday's. I'm just trying to save you $1, Veronica.
Yeah, I feel really stupid because I've actually never thought about any of that.
Look,
They're piling up, too. Oh my God, Veronica, think, God. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you?
Please, Tony, you're my newsstand guy.
Yeah, look, I see you every day,
Yeah.
and I feel bad on one hand because I didn't know you had a husband and that he died, and on the other hand, is it bad that I feel a little glad? Because I've been trying to work up the courage to ask you out.
Inner song-along, Stacey.
When I found out Veronica's husband was dead, my heart really leapt with joy, 'cause she's 2 steps closer to my bed. I don't wanna be selfish, I don't wanna be mean, but I want Veronica to love me, so I'm happy her husband is dead, but I better not tell her, 'cause might be a little insensitive, you know, but that's just the way I go for Veronica. I want Veronica.
Tony, that's so sweet.
Hi, Veronica.
Oh, hey,
Hey, Tony.
Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
I'm here for the New York Times because I read the New York Times every single
Marcus,
day.
Dude, Marcus, we're in the middle of something. Why you get lost, huh?
Well,
Also, Marcus, everybody knows that you don't read the New York Times.
how do you know that, Veronica?
You sit on a bench and you hold it upside down, and then you watch me
Yeah, I do.
at the icy stand,
I do.
and it's like creepy.
You're the most beautiful creature on the planet, Veronica.
Thanks, I guess.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
You know she's beautiful, right, Tony?
Shut up, Marcus.
Oh, sorry.
Inner song along, Jessica.
I pretend to be stupid, even though I am smart. 'Cause Tony is my buddy, and Veronica is hot. So if Veronica thinks that I'm just a creepy, dumb, nerdy dude, maybe love can happen for others, even though Marcus will surely lose. I'll lose for my friends. I'll play dumb till the end, because if Marcus believes in one thing, that is
Get the fuck out of here.
Gosh, with dumb old Marcus here, Tony, you really seem cool.
Huh. Wow.
Maybe I should go on a date with you.
Would you?
Yeah, you know, I think I would. I think enough time has passed, and I think I'm ready to move on.
Inner song along, Tyler.
This is all a con. I'm a con woman. This is all a con. There's a con coming. I'm gonna take him for everything he's worth. I'm gonna ruin his life and his birth. This is all a con. There's a con coming. And he won't see the con till the con's coming. And then he'll cry and cry and cry and cry and wish that he was dead, because I conned this fucking guy.
Oh my God, you made me the happiest man alive.
Yeah, for now.
All right. How many of y'all thought that inner song along was a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? All right. We have one last thing before we finish off here in the first half. Going to bring everyone on right now for game 185. So for this game here, the thing is going to be sort of telling jokes based on the premise. 185 blank walk into a bar. Bartender says we're closed, and hopefully they'll come up with some sort of funny pun. But now, if they do a joke that makes you laugh, chortle, chuckle it all, that I will ding the bell and they'll get an extra point. But if it just goes to crickets to you all, I will honk the horn and they will lose a point.
losing.
So, can we get a suggestion of any sort of like noun at all that they can do jokes off of?
Penguins.
That turtlenecks, I heard. 185 turtlenecks.
185 turtlenecks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And they're like, "Well, we could just get close up on you and make y'all itchy."
Yes, yeah.
185 turtlenecks walk into a bar and order a drink, and the bartender says, "I will not serve 185 turtlenecks." And the turtlenecks are like, "Why not?" He's like, "You know why." They all start to sweat.
185 turtlenecks walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And the 185 turtlenecks say, "Come on, don't be a dickie."
185 turtlenecks walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve turtlenecks here." And the turtlenecks say, "That's okay, this place is a shell hole."
185 turtlenecks walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're about to close. And they say, can I just cowl my mom?
From you all here. Penguins, all right, 185 penguins.
185 penguins walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed. And the 185 penguins said, oh, I put on my best tuxedo.
185 penguins walk into a bar to order a drink, and the bartender says, I will not serve 185 penguins, and we all flip them off.
185 worried penguins walk into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we're closed. And they say, oh, we're just looking for our Antarctica sheep. You keep going after that. 185 penguins don't walk into a bar because they're very monogamous and they want to go home to their spouse.
All right, let's do one last one here, That's cowboys, 185 cowboys.
Wow.
185 cowboys walk into a bar and the bartender says, I don't want to serve you alcohol. And they say, we want some tumbleweed.
185 cowboys walk into the bar and the bartender says, sorry, you can't come in here. And the 185 cowboys say, but we're with the bandana. 185 cowboys walk into a bar and the bartender says, I'm sorry, you look like you've had enough. And they're like, that's true, I've had enough to fill this 10-gallon hat.
185 cowboys walk into a bar and order a drink, and the bartender says, I haven't seen you guys around here. What made you think of it? And they said, well, it was just spur of the moment.
185 cowboys walk into a bar, the bartender says, we're closed, and the cowboys look down and they're like, but these boots are made for walking into a bar.
I'll give it to you.
A revision of that. 185 cowboys walk into a bar and the bartender boots them out.
185 cowboys walk into a bar, the bartender says, I'm sorry, we're about to close. And they said, we didn't even hear a last call.
84 cowboys and one cowboy that can sing. Walks in, yes, I'm right. And one cowboy that can sing walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "What's his deal?" And they say, "Oh, he's our Lone Ranger."
Tabulating it all, but we're about to go into intermission. So before we do, I want to mention a couple things. Please, during intermission, grab some more food, grab some more drinks here. Also, during intermission, please go on Instagram. Like us on Instagram. And at the end of that, we're going to choose one person to win 2 free tickets to any Curious Comedy Main Stage show, everyone! Like us on there. Also, we have an amazing show happening right after this show. It is Late Night Special, everyone! Also, Late Night Talk Show hosted by our very own Stacey Hallal right here. Stacey, who do we have for as guest tonight?
We have Randall Wyatt, who will rap. We have a sommelier.
What?
And we have my high school friend Carl wanted to talk about music.
Super cool
So
guy.
he's going to be there talking about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. That is an awesome late night talk show. Please stick around. It's only an hour long, so you can be nice and in bed very early like you like. But please, stick around for that show. Also, we have a great show happening tomorrow night. We have a magic show here, the Night of Curiosity. And that's hosted by Nate Smith right there.
Yeah, it's an awesome show. It happens once a month. But this month it's got these guys.
What time does it happen, Nate? What time?
Well, it starts at 6 o'clock.
Is it great for the whole family?
It's great for the whole family. Doors open at 5:15, so you can get drinks and food. And we'll do magic at your table while we're waiting for the show to start. It's super fun. I bring my kids. They love it. Come see my kids.
One endorsement, yes. Yeah. Come see Nate's kids. All right. Anthony, do we have the first half scores tabulated? All right. So, first half champion will get to be a director in director's cut. Is Stacey and Kristen! Shootout champions. We have made it to the end of the first half here, so please grab some more food, grab some more drinks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone.
I'm glad everyone came today. Katie, it's nice to see you back.
I was addicted to a certain kind of man. You're so funny. So what do you want to do tonight?
I'm glad you were able to share that, Katie.
I think I've come a long way. I'm not dating mannequins anymore. I love stand-up comedy.
It's nice to see that you're doing well.
Welcome to the world's first live streaming stand-up comedy network. Subscribe now for a limited time for only $19.99 a year. Laugh Lounge. Let's laugh together.
I love you.
Thank you, guys. That is the most microphones I've ever walked by. To my microphone. I appreciate that lovely intro. I have no time to talk about that stuff. You guys having a good time? Everybody having a good time? Lovely. I'll tell you guys about myself. I am married. My wife and I dated to completion. Thank you. And, it's great. We've been dating since we were in college, so like we never learned how to talk to other people. And it's great. One of the things that's great about it means we don't have to worry about jealousy ever, because she just assumes I definitely could not sleep with anybody else. So, like, my wife thinks about me cheating on her the same way she thinks about her neighbor's dog stealing her bank password. Like, yeah, she would be hurt for sure, but mostly impressed. Really? You did that, buddy? Oh, you're not supposed to do that. He thinks he's people. Great. I had terrible sex ed growing up. Anyone else had bad sex ed?
Yeah.
I know nobody had like great sex. No one was like, it was awesome. Coach Reagan told me all about chlamydia. It's always bad. The variety of bad I had was where they just had someone's mom tell us lies, I guess. That's what we had. In 6th grade, the person who came in told us you could get HIV from kissing. That's... Yeah, and then we all freaked out, and she was trying to like comfort us. She's like, no, don't worry, it probably won't happen. It would only happen if you like swallowed a gallon of the other person's saliva. So not only was she confused about how diseases work, I suspect she kisses weird. A gallon, Mrs. Tresner? That is so much. One of you is a Saint Bernard for sure. And then she made us taste lube.
What?
Yeah, true story. And I know you're thinking probably the worst part of that was when you had lube in your mouth as a child, but no. The worst part was 25 years later when I found out no one else had to do that. Yeah. That was a rough dinner party. Oh, it was terrible. I was like talking to people and like telling weird sex ed stories. I was like, remember when you tasted lube? And they were like, no. Yeah, you remember. She came around a little tube of KY, put a little bit on everybody's finger, and then you tasted it. Yeah. To prove, obviously, to prove, and they were like, to prove? Shit, she didn't work there. I just figured it out. She's not a real teacher. It's just a lady who came in and bragged about some weird kinks she had. My wife and I are talking about having kids, so I've been thinking a lot about how kids are raised. We decided because we were looking around, we were like, you know what? I don't think there are enough people. And trying to make some more people. But so I've been thinking about how to raise kids, you know, like I'm especially worried, like what if you have a son? How do you raise a son to not be a monster? You guys have seen the news. Seems really hard. I've thought a lot about what I would teach my son. Like, I think, obviously, I just want to figure out how to raise, like, a dope feminist son, you know, because I'm the real hero. And... Thank you, finally. Like, obviously, it's very important to talk to your sons about consent. I know you guys are here. It's cool. You guys are cool, so that's not a surprise to you. It was a surprise to my sex ed teacher. Never came up once the whole time. I'm not like an educator, but I would take a lesson about consent and then totally replace that part where you lick KY off your finger. That has never come in handy. But I figured out how I'm going to talk about it to my son, though. Because I feel like at this point, it's just like consent is like a bare minimum. It's like embarrassing we even have to talk about it. It's so low. What we're really looking for is more like participation. That's what I think you should teach kids about, right? Like if you say, would you like to have sex? And she says, sure, don't. It's going to be terrible for both of you, right? Actually, you really want enthusiasm. That's a little higher bar, right? That would be great, right? No one wants to have sex with a carnival ride operator who's like, sure, yeah, bored, get in, whatever. Just enjoy your time in the magic tunnel, man. Just do what you gotta do. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Also, in my sex ed class, they never taught us the useful things. There were so many things I didn't learn, like how to tell the difference between herpes and ingrown hair. Would have saved me a real weird visit to the doctor. And also, they never told us like the vagina's way further down than it looks in the pictures. I know half of you knew that the whole time, but the diagram makes it look like it points out, and it is at 6 o'clock. It's all the way downtown, and at one point I thought I passed it. I did. I was like, I should go back up, and then she was like, this is my belly button. Let's be friends, right? Let's just talk. I just wish there'd been a part in the class where they'd just been like, hey, it's really closer to the butt than you're expecting. Those, right? I mean, we can, like, we're all adults. Those two are very close, right? Those are like Starbucks in a Target. That's how close they are. Yeah. So anyway, imagine I'd said that before the consent part. So anyway, we're back in this consent joke, and just said it out of order. Got to finish it. Anyway, so I was talking about enthusiasm. I want to explain to my kid about you want enthusiasm, right? You don't want would you like to have sex? Sure. You want to be like, would you like to have sex? And then she's like, you better shut up and fuck me before these flight attendants notice we're out of our seats. Like that. That is how I think we should teach consent, right? And then. But then my son would be like, wait, but if she's with you in the airplane bathroom, how's she going to land the plane? Oh, he assumed the pilot was a woman. Yeah, he's my dope feminist son. That's all my time. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Sure, 420 is a holiday all about weed. But if you're an edgy middle school student, you know it's also Hitler's birthday. And with the rise of hate groups and actual Nazis, it's important to remember the terrible atrocities this horrible dictator has committed. I, of course, am talking about the fact that Hitler was a shitty painter.
Yeah.
And I can say this, I have an art history degree. Normally, I lie and tell people I dropped out, which is somehow less embarrassing. But what I'm saying is I'm qualified to speak on the subject, and Hitler was a shitty painter. He was awful. Not only was he rejected from art school twice, his paintings were described as his teachers as grim and devoid of life, and a real fucking bummer by everyone else.
That's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Thank you, Jay. I mean, just look at this painting. Look at this reject of a Stephen King backdrop. It looks like an I Spy painting where you're trying to find where they buried the body. And this one's not much better. You can just tell these two people are judging how hot everyone in the room is. And they are found wanting. This looks like an album cover for two grown men who eventually get caught sending dick pics to underage girls.
True.
Featuring Drake. And come on, how did Hitler manage to turn a drawing of a dog into a police sketch? Thank you. I'd also like to point out this is a German Shepherd, because if there was one thing Hitler was good at, it was subtlety. There are two things Hitler was very into painting, though. He very much loved painting buildings. How much so? 9 buildings. He liked painting 9 buildings. The other thing... I'm sorry.
I love it.
The other thing he liked painting was Disney fan art. And this is true. I never knew that 12-year-old me and Hitler would have so much in common. And not only did he like painting Disney fan art, he liked painting sexy Disney fan art. Yes, feast your eyes on this. This is not a tracing Hitler did. This is not a coloring Hitler did. This is original content, people. And it is amazing. I take back everything I ever said about him being a shitty painter. This is gold. I mean, that dwarf clearly fucks, right? He knows you've had a bad day at work, so you just kick your feet up and let Bashful do all the work. That's right, this dwarf's name is Bashful. You know, the way that I get bashful after I've had 3 vodka sodas and Genuine comes on. It's so sexy, I'm surprised it's not even the new Nazi mascot. Look at that. Feast your eyes on that. And you tell me that's not the fairest one of all. And so, as you're hitting your bongs and you're smoking your joints, just remember that the most terrible, fear-mongering dictator in the world definitely masturbated to minor Disney characters. Just like you. Happy 420!
I'm glad everyone came today. Lance and Lana, I believe you've got something you wanted to share.
I needed to find something to fulfill my urges.
Hey! Get out of here, you nasty! Lance, the humper, he traumatized me. I needed to heal. And then I found Laugh Lounge. We can laugh together now.
I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I could have just been watching stand-up.
Laughing together is better. Laugh Lounge helps heal all of us. I'm so proud of all of you.
Welcome to the world's first live streaming stand-up comedy network. Subscribe now for a limited time for only $19.99 a year. Laugh Lounge. Let's laugh together.
Thank you. It's 6 a.m. The kids have been awake for an hour at this point. Hell, they've probably broken everything in the house. The dogs have crapped on the floor. Your mother-in-law is staying with us, and Lord knows she's wet the bed again.
Fiddlesticks.
School starts at 8 a.m. sharp. Traffic is gonna be a nightmare. You can just tell already. And your boss is a narcissistic ass clown. Seemingly nothing will go right today except for one thing: breakfast. That's right, breakfast. The most important meal of the day. The last thing you have control over in your otherwise mundane and meaningless life. Something that your nagging wife, Tina, can't take from you in the divorce. Breakfast. You need something fit for a dad, fit for a boss, fit for a man, something full of protein and complex carbohydrates, something that is guaranteed to supercharge your morning and make sure that you get at least one thing right today. What are you waiting for? The kids can be late to school today, so just swing by your local Long John Silver's and pick up some of our new breakfast cod. Yes, you heard me correct. Boiled cod isn't just for dinner anymore, it's for every meal of the day. Oh, what, you wanted some sort of bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on a croissant? You can suck a bag of farts. You want fish. The man's breakfast. What better way to start your day than popping into your local Long John Silver's, grabbing a hot plate of boiled cod, and knowing that when you show up to work 35 minutes late smelling like hot mud flats or a commercial crab boat, you can walk right up to your boss, Howard, and say, "Go fuck yourself, Howard. I had fish today." Fish. It's breakfast now.
Give it up for Carl!
Welcome back to the second half, everybody. If your name is VR Hargrave or Bahargrave, you just won 2 free tickets to Curious Comedy. Jealous round of applause, everybody. Now please go bananas for the Curious Comedy players.
You guys having a good time tonight? All right, so if you're enjoying what you're seeing on stage right now, know that we also teach improv as well, and improv is super fun. We have a couple great workshops coming up, free intro to improv workshops, January 27th, 28th, and 29th, so please go to the box office there, sign up for a free improv workshop. Also, we have classes coming up as well, taught by many of the people you see on stage here. So please, if you're having a good time, try to improv yourself. It is super fun. Are you ready for the second half, though, everyone? Woo! Our second half here, Director's Cut. One of our directors are, of course, our first half champions, Kristen and Stacey. And our third place champion as well, Tyler. All right, what's going to happen here is that 3 of them will be directing 3 first acts of some films. Then you're going to vote on which 2 films you want to see go on to the second act and which one we see all the way through. So, Kristen, would you like to get a suggestion for the scene?
Yeah, can I have a favorite color? Purple. Purple, great. And then one more. Can I have a word that you've never really understood?
Hullabaloo.
Meteorite. Wait, something.
Hullabaloo.
Wait, what did you say?
Meteorite.
Meteorite?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. All of them were great. Thank you.
Yeah. What's a thing that in like a fancy house they would have? Okay, I heard dumb waiter, which I loved. Dumb waiter. But and bidet. Okay, well that's a tie. That's definitely a tie. All right, and what's like a last name that feels like, ooh, you've got something. Fairchild. Say that one, Vargas? Yeah, Vargas. That's great. Yeah.
You space out for a second, you don't know what the fuck's happening. Can I have a number between 1 and 31?
13.
Okay, I heard 10. I heard 10 from you. How old are you? 7! You're 7? 11. You're 11. Okay, great. So I've been swearing a lot. I'm sorry. Are you their mother? Never heard. Yeah, I'm sure he never has. And what was your town that you went to high school in? What was that over here? Scappoose. Great, and a day of the week? Wednesday. Great.
All right, so now the directors are going to reveal the genre of their films and the title of their films.
Great, I'm going for an abstract, expressionist, Fellini-esque film. And the title is going to be Meteorang in Purple.
Ooh. I'm going to do a period drama, and it's going to be called The Bidet of Vargas Manor.
I'm going to do a horror film called Wednesday the 10th.
All right, and this being, of course, the second half means that I get to play as well, which means I will take off my hosting jacket.
Look at that silky shirt.
I know, yeah, I'm actually dressing up. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, the lights go down and they come back up. We will see.
Meteor egg in purple.
All right, get up and breakfast.
We open in a child's bedroom.
Good night, Donovan. Sleep well, my son.
Good night, Papa.
Oh, I will have a good night.
Donovan runs to his bedroom window. Outside, he sees the clouds approaching. A thunderstorm! Lightning lands on the lawn outside, making the trees in his yard mobile. And the trees start walking towards the house.
Papa, we are your fathers now.
They stole Donovan! And then a tiny rabbit darts across the stage. Slowly, everything melts. And all of a sudden, an aging professor starts writing numbers on the wall. But you solved it. I've never solved it. 3, 8, 4, X, Y, 6. It is the never ending. It is the never ending. 6, 8, X, Y, the never over. Ending. Spotlight on the young pupil who sings an opera of regret.
We should never have taken this class. I needed a credit, but I didn't need this
Suddenly, the lights go dark. A rabbit appears in the middle of the stage. Blackout!
This one will be different. The lights up on Vargas Manor. There's a hustle and bustle of both servants who are straightening and readjusting, but also the Vargas family, who you can tell by their demeanor. They're rude and they're British, and it's a very...
Get out of my way. Go! Shoo, shoo, shoo!
This is Lady Vargas,
Shoo, shoo.
And she addresses one of the servants. She tears her down.
Gertrude.
Is that how you're dusting today?
Is that how you're dusting today?
She slaps her on the face.
Oh, Gertrude, this is unacceptable. Inexcusable. If you weren't indentured, I'd fire you.
Yeah, she's the villain.
Excuse me, ma'am, I will endeavor to dust better.
Yes, you know what today is, Gertrude.
Is it Boxing Day?
No, Gertrude! It's not Boxing Day, Gertrude. It is the day in which we use the bidet.
She now explains why they've never used the bidet before.
Grandma
told me.
This is sort of a flashback voiceover thing where we're like seeing it, but also hearing it. It's gorgeous.
That 100 years ago, when she was 5, a traveling bidet salesman came unto the manor. This salesman was the most handsome man that Grandmama had ever set eyes on, yes, including her own husband, that she would marry later. He installed the most beautiful bidet, and he said to her these words.
Put your bum on it. Just put your bum right on it. And let it do its thing.
And with these words, Grandmama understood that what he meant was, after he used the bidet, no one else could use it until today.
And we cut back to the first scene.
What a lovely story, ma'am. I'm very excited.
Gertrude!
Yes?
Are you giving me lip?
No, I'm very excited for the family.
Gertrude, you know that we must go through the selection process
To
determine who shall sit their bum upon the bidet.
Just then the full Vargas family enters. This is Mitzi Vargas.
Mitzi?
Mama, surely I should get to sit upon the bidet first. My bum is the nicest bum in all the land.
Mitzi, your bum is quite nice, and yet there are other family members we must hear from.
This is Domnall Vargas.
Mama.
Yes.
You know my bum is nasty. Could use a real good cleaning. A little squirt. Please, Mama.
He was educated in the American West, which is
I wish I had never sent you to the Americas, darling. But thank you for your contribution.
And this is Bunny Vargas.
I want to sit on that. That's what I want.
This family can't even wipe their own ass.
Gertrude, yes? That was clearly lip.
Was that inside my head or outside?
That came out my mouth unto mine ears.
Well, I apologize.
She's insufferable. Mama, it is clear to me that there is not another bum in the land that could sit upon this bidet without demeaning the bidet.
Just then the doorbell rings.
Must be an important visitor on this auspicious day of bum sitting.
Where'd she go? She's supposed to open the door.
Where are you, Mom? Gertrude!
I went to get the person. I went to get the door. Is that okay?
Where's the person, Gertrude? Where's the guest, Gertrude?
Post haste to be coming. Yes. I am here.
Oh.
And the guest has an announcement that shakes the Vargas family to their core.
My name is Jeremy Bidet.
This is going to be a little different from that. Lights come up on a busy school. It happens to be Scappoose High School. It's the end of the day. Students are getting their books.
You guys want to go paddleboarding in Scappoose Bay? That's the only thing I know about Scappoose.
I'm with you.
All right.
I gotta study. I can't make it.
Oh, come on.
Listen, finals are a week away, and if I don't pass, my dad will be mad at me and I won't get into Yale.
Kristen, not everything's about studying.
Yeah.
Some things are about having fun and partying.
Some of us want to get out of this town.
Not me.
Come on, Brad.
No, I want to be mayor of Scappoose someday.
Wait, but Brad.
Yeah?
Scappoose isn't a city, it's a town. There's no mayor of Scappoose.
That's right.
Honestly, that's news to me.
So come on, study hard, and maybe you could go to maybe you could go to state school.
Okay, cool.
Kristen has one weakness, though, and he's standing right here. And he's the one who asks her to go to the bonfire later tonight.
Should we leave?
No.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Kristen.
Oh, hey, Billy.
I was just trying to get my locker open, and I was thinking, you maybe want to go to the bonfire with me later tonight?
Whoa!
Shut up, guys! It's hard enough already.
Whoa. We offered to leave.
Yeah, you're the one that wanted us to watch, you sick freak.
I think it's romantic.
Hey, if you guys want kissing lessons, you let me.
Yeah, nobody kisses like Meatball.
Meatball is the best kisser.
Meatball!
Get out of here, Meatball!
It's really true, though. Meatball kiss is so good.
It's all the...
Yeah, if you haven't kissed Meatball, you've never actually been kissed.
You know why they call me Meatball? Because of the sauce.
I get it, yeah, I get it, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes?
I'll go with you. I have one question. Why me? I'm the brainiac, you're the jock. We don't fit.
Honestly, I've spent the last 5 minutes over there trying to get my locker open, and sometimes you just need someone who compliments you. You know, like, you're smart, and I'm fast, and...
You guys are gonna make Meatball cry.
Together, maybe we can make Meatball cry. Or maybe together we could just be together.
Pick me up at 8.
Just then the school bell rings and we fade to black. We open, the lights come back up at the bonfire. All the people there, Brad, Kristen, Meatball.
It's honestly one of our best fires ever.
It's amazing.
I'm glad I decided to burn all this paperwork I found.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, I could drive my pickup truck into this fire if you want.
Meatball, don't! Meatball!
Oh, yeah, no.
Truck.
What?
Not another one.
Yeah, honestly, Meatball, your parents can't afford to get you any more trucks.
That's probably true.
That's what started the fire in the first place, is you driving your first pickup truck into the fire.
But Meatball's insistent. Guys, we follow Meatball back to his or her truck. I got a surprise for you. And also, I go by they.
Meatball surprise!
Meatball surprise! Meatball!
Now, where is that truck? Oh, I swear I parked it somewhere. I don't come to school often. Hey, this looks like my truck. Yeah, it's probably my truck. Let me try this key. Yup, it works. Oh man, I'm just realizing this is a pretty nice truck. I'd be ashamed to ruin it in a bonfire. But there's so much living to do. All right. My friends are gonna love this. Meatball wants to make their friends happy. Plus, I have a little sister to take care of.
Just then, a beast. Is it a beast? Is it a human in a mask? We don't know, but it jumps out from the back seat.
Who are you? Whoa! This is horrible! I'm dying!
see 2. So we're going to have the directors go over what we've seen so far and what we could see in the next act. Hey, Kristen, what have we seen so far?
If you could tell me, that'd be great. Well, there's clearly some themes of existentialism and angst. And those themes will be developed. Probably there'll be more rabbits.
You thought mine was going to be classy, but it's about butt stuff. But we did have that great cliffhanger of that guy who showed up, whose last name was Bidet. So that we're going to have to resolve that. Go for me, please.
We saw the kids at the, Bidet and Vargas? Vargas. Vargas. He can't hear what I'm out there. Our first murders of Meatball, of all people. Is he really gone, though?
They.
They? Is she, he, they? Really gone? You tell me, are they gone? No. But maybe not. You only know if you vote for Wednesday the 10th. Ooh.
All right, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to put my hand over each of the directors. You're going to clap for everyone because this is Portland. But you're going to clap loudest for the 2 films you want to see go on to the next act. So, who wants to see Kristen's Fellini-esque film? Who wants to see Tyler's butt stuff? Who wants to see Stacey's horror? Sorry, Kristen, these Philistines here.
All right.
All right, then let's go down and come back up. We'll see the next act of...
Whatever this is called. No, the Bidet of Vargas Manor. So we come back to exactly where we were, and that the new stranger introduces himself one more time, and he says,
I am Jeremy Bidet.
He says one more thing, hyphen Vargas.
Hyphen Vargas. Wait, sorry, I mean
2 last names.
Vargas, I mean Vargas, not Vargas. Vargas.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
I am the lady of this manor.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come from an orphan nunnery not too far from here?
Maybe.
The lady of the manor and Vargas now jointly tell a story which we see acted out. It's gorgeous.
When I was a girl of 18, I fell in love with a young man who sold radios. When he found that I was pregnant and we were unmarried, I gave birth to a baby, which I gifted to the nuns up on the hill.
My first very memory is of a bidet. The nuns placed me upon it, for there were no more beds in the nunnery. For the first 5 years of my life, I slept in that bidet. The nuns called me the cleanest baby they've ever seen. I grew, I learned on the bidet. I mastered myself on the bidet. Not mastered myself, but became a master of myself. I learned on that bidet. The nuns all the while not telling me of my parentage.
And yet, I sent a hefty check every single week that kept the nunnery running and their bidet business going. And I thought of you each moment as my other children were born.
Ah, how fucking nice of you. I was just there.
We cut back to the room. And Jeremy Bidet Vargas has some powerful demands.
For now, one of the nuns have told me my parentage, and I am here to take a hold of this house, sit down upon that bidet which is my namesake, and take the power and the wealth of this family and leave everyone here destitute.
Except me!
What? Who are you?
I'm a sister. I find you very attractive.
Bunny! Bunny, that's not how attraction works.
What? We're still sisters, Bunny. Wait, I'm a brother.
You're
You're
a
a sister.
That has everybody going mad. The highs there, we have a new brother. And he is evil.
I quite like him.
The only one to marry here then would be somebody unrelated.
Such beautiful words coming from such a beautiful exterior.
From me.
No.
The camera zooms in, and the chemistry between the two is palpable. This is a twist no one saw coming.
I love a man with a clean butt.
And I love a woman who smells of meatballs. For you see, I need someone to trust, for I have many siblings back in the orphanage. You might call them a bunch of little sisters.
You mean you have a sister to take care of?
Yes, I do. I don't know if that interests you at all.
Yes, very much.
But there's some reason they can't be together.
I am 30 years older than you. If that doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me.
Good for me, too. Wait, but there's something else.
What?
I cannot take a wife.
He explains.
Look, until I take over this household and I save the orphanage, that I cannot take a wife, for it is the curse that's been placed upon me by the nuns. They nuns can do curses too. For while, through one glance, has shown me that I love you.
Is it me you're talking about?
It's not you, Bunny. Go.
Oh, dang.
Very gross.
Dang it.
Will you wait for me? What's your name?
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Oh, the name is as lovely as the smell of meatball on thine lips. Gertrude, wait for me. For if this bidet takes my derriere as it should, I will be the rightful owner of the Vargas estate.
Just then, a gunshot. And the lights go out.
We're back at the bonfire. Meatball's been gone a while, but everybody else is having a good time.
I've never drank before. Don't laugh at me.
No, you're so cool. It's cool.
I just had one natty ice, and I feel it. You're never gonna let me into Yale if I get drunk.
No.
Don't tell anyone.
I bet they actually party pretty hard at Yale.
Hey, do you want to toke off this jewel? It's crunchberry.
Don't you know that can give you a weird lung disease that we have yet to figure out the cause or solution to?
Oh, come on. That science is dubious at best.
It's true. You're right. But I've heard a lot of stories on NPR about it, so I think we should steer clear.
But Kristen's weakness speaks up and leads her further down the garden path.
Why don't we just try it? We're at a bonfire. Bonfires are made for trying stuff.
That's true.
Meatball's coming back soon with that truck. It's gonna be sweet.
If you take care of me, Billy.
I've got your back.
Honestly, sorry, are you guys gonna kiss? I was gonna say something and then you kind of made a move like you might kiss, and so then I stopped.
Shut up, man!
Why don't you take a big hit of the jewel and then kiss
shotgun
it?
Shotgun it.
Shotgun it.
Yeah, cool.
You will.
Okay. Shotgun that jewel. Shotgun that jewel. Shotgun the jewel. Shotgun the
As
jewel.
soon as she takes a drag, it's makes her sick. She turns green and runs to the woods.
No!
And Billy follows, leaving the boys at the bonfire
You guys
below.
are jerks!
You want to shotgun that jewel?
Well, she took the jewel.
Oh.
Jewel, just make out.
Sure.
The boys. As the boys are making out, we see a shadow looming. But not just one, two this time. They stop and realize.
No.
They see Meatball.
Meatball!
Hey.
Meatball, who's your friend?
Sorry, guys. The couple comes back from the woods and they see what's going on. They let out one long scream together.
All right, you're lost in director's Showdown. All right, two amazing films that can only see the final act of one of them. Once again, go over what we've seen so far and what we could see in the final act.
Yeah, for sure. So he's gotta sit on the bidet so that he gets the house so he can save the orphans and then marry Gertrude? That almost makes too much sense. Well, yeah, just like that.
Give it up for Anthony.
Lovable Meatball has been converted to the dark side and is now a ruthless killer. All that's left are our protagonist couple. Will they survive or won't they? You'll never know. You don't vote for Wednesday the 10th.
All right, here we go. Vote for the one you want to go on. Who wants to see Tyler's butt stuff? Who wants to see Stacey's horror?
What if I add butt stuff?
This is what you chose. Okay, so now we're not in that same room. We're in Gertrude's room, and she's crying on her bed.
Miss Gertrude, I'm sorry to intrude. It's all right. I heard your tears. May I offer you some tea, ma'am?
It's just that I was almost married to a very attractive man. But he can't marry me until he sits on a bidet.
But ma'am, the bidet is forbidden. I see the reason for your tears.
Forbidden bidet.
But saying those words gives Gertrude an idea.
Oh, a forbidden bidet. I'll whisper my idea to you.
Perfect. They start the preparations to make the idea happen. We see a montage of scenes that seemingly make no sense. Gertrude's asking different members of the family for specific things, arranging them to be in certain places at certain times. We see this now. It's a flurry of activity. The scenes just sort of start and blur and end. They're perfect. You hear little snippets of conversation that make no sense out of purpose. Yeah, she's training. Yeah, it's
Whey
perfect.
protein is only good if it's
Perfect.
grass-fed.
Yes. Great. And then the montage comes to an end with Gertrude saying that everything is ready.
Everything is ready.
Yes, ma'am.
It will all happen perfectly. Do you understand? Nothing can go wrong now.
I know what we must do.
Yes. Let's begin.
Yes. And now we see Jeremy, who is tending to a graze of a gunshot on his ear because I forgot that there was a gunshot. Now I remembered, okay. And he's going to explain that away real quick.
Oof! gun went off. Always put the safety on.
That's great.
I'll get done with that one.
No. He's here because it's his thing and he says something about something.
Look. I am not as I appear.
That's good.
Jeremy. How's your ear?
Jeremy!
Oh, God.
Sorry.
It's all right, it's just a graze.
Listen, I thought perhaps you and I could make a deal. Mama has been running this house into the ground. Perhaps if you and I work together.
Together?
We could overthrow Mama and share the manor and the bidet.
You're not coming on me, right? Like we said before, we're related.
No, I just have a very small personal space bubble and feel very comfortable. And also it's a secret, so I'm trying to get close.
Good call. Shh. So, we take over the manor, throw out the missus, and we control all the property of the Vargas house.
Together.
Together.
Brother
and sister. For that's what we are. No one's hiding anything.
It's all happening according to plan.
Perfect. We cut to a scene where the family is assembled around the bidet. This is the moment where someone is going to sit.
It's gonna be me.
No.
Bunny, no. Bunny. Not you, Bunny.
Mama, would you like some tea?
Oh, yes, I would definitely care for a spot of tea, Gertrude.
Right. I'll get the tea.
Earl Grey. Earl Grey, Gertrude, not hibiscus.
Of course, ma'am.
Look, we all know what the legend of the bidet is. If one who is pure of ass sits upon this bidet, a stream of clear crystal water shall go upwards through the body, through the intestine, up through the esophagus, and will exit through the mouth. Only then will they be known.
Yeah, guys, that's the movie you chose.
That is the movie you chose. I'm just saying.
I'm just reiterating, we all know the old saying.
Yes, that is what Grandmama said.
That's what Grandma
Very good, son. For remembering the legend that I taught you when I would come and I would come to the nunnery and I would read you. I did. I came at least once a week. Thank you, Gertrude. I came at least once a week to read you the legend of the bidet in the hopes that you would come here.
You could have just picked me up. That was the easier thing.
No, if I had picked you up, I never would have put you down.
What?
Look at these children.
Just then, she gets a slightly redeeming kind of like monologue. Just we zoom in and she tells a story about how like she loved him too much because love is the most important word.
Love is the most important word. I did not want to leave him there, but because I am the lady of the manor and I had to follow my parents' wishes, I had to give up my firstborn son, whom I love better than any of the rest of them because my husband was a sneaky, snarky bastard. But I, inside, am a good woman. But women, when they lead, sometimes they have to put on the iron face because of the patriarchy. But inside, I am a soft-hearted matriarch who loves my children. And that, my friends, is the honest truth.
Wait.
She sips the tea, and the narcotic effect starts immediately.
Oh, no.
Mother.
She passes out.
Am I the only one who heard her say that she doesn't love the rest of us that much?
Mother! Oh my God. I heard those things you said. I don't know if you were saying it to all of us or sort of to yourself, but...
I was telling you telepathically to all of you, but it's true. You are the most important and beautiful. I do love you, but I...
Well, that wasn't supposed to. Yes, it was. It was exactly what I broken my heart over and over again ever since you got here.
Sister.
What? Say something that makes sense.
I want to sit on the bidet.
Oh, goodness. I shall sit on the bidet right now.
You know what
I
they say
shall have the pure water shoot out my mouth and be purified by the bidet.
But you know what'll happen.
But the water that bursts forth from Bunny is not crystal clear. You imagine what color it is for you.
Disgusting.
And Bunny joins her mother passed out on the ground. For they now know the consequences of the bidet's curse.
I want you to try.
Yeah, we're gonna win. All right. No! I have something to confess. I am not, in fact, a Vargas bidet. At the nunnery, this one's son was my friend. And he, every week, would see her come and read to him. And I would be kind of sneaking behind, just kind of listening to things. Just kind of a sneak. Just kind of a little bit of sneak. And he wanted nothing to do with this family, so he went off to, I don't know, America or something. And I took his place as a fraud. But hearing this good woman's words right now has forced me to come clean, like a butt on a bidet.
What does that mean for us?
It means screw the bidet, screw this family, and I have no curse upon me, Gertrude. And we can be one.
They can be one. And their passionate kissing pushes him backward onto the bidet. But the water that squirts forth from his mouth is crystal clear. Despite all that they knew, he was the one chosen for the bidet.
I drank your butt water.
And now everything swirls into a magical wedding and we see them married. It's cutting into the future where they run the household and there are orphans everywhere and it's like a lovely all.
Are there rabbits? There are rabbits.
There are rabbits. Of course there are rabbits. And they gave birth to a little person and they named it Meatball. And blackout.
Give it up for Luke up in the booth, everyone! Give it up for Eileen! Give it up for Kyle Stebbins! Give it up for the Stone players one more time! As I mentioned before, we have an awesome show coming up right now. Late night special that you get to stick around for free! Yes! So please stick around for that incredible show. Please grab some more food, grab some more drinks, tip the bartenders well. We got one last question. Y'all have a good time tonight? Yeah! You guys have a good time tonight?